Investigators have been granted access to the site of a massive truck explosion that injured 8 people in southwest Queensland. Until late today, the site was deemed too unsafe for investigators to enter, with concerns there were still large amounts of unstable explosive. Emergency crews have described the scene as catastrophic and say it's a miracle anyone survived. 5 people are still in hospital, including the truck driver, who's in a critical condition with head injuries and burns. Elise Edwards reports from Wyandra.
2 days after the explosion, and the impact is still packing a punch. The landscape is charred, wreckage is strewn over hundreds of metres, and little remains of the truck itself.
There is a large hole in the ground. It could be described as it looks like a bomb has gone off, literally.
This is a first in 26 years of firefighting. It's not often we come across these major events, and our crews are extremely lucky.
The semi-trailer was carrying more than 50 tonnes of ammonium nitrate when it rolled off a bridge at Wyandra. Rescue crews were trying to extract the driver from the vehicle, and that's when they found out that there was ammonium nitrate inside. From there, they made a mad dash back up towards the fire truck, and that's when the explosions occurred. Now, inspectors tell us that it's that slight 1.5 metre rise between where the truck rolled under the bridge to where the crews were standing that ultimately saved their lives. The area was deemed too volatile to enter until late this afternoon.
You have a look at the road behind you, there's no road behind you. So that's going to take weeks, if not months, to clean up.
The 33-year-old truck driver is in an induced coma at the Royal Brisbane Hospital. His pregnant wife is by his side. 2 firefighters are in the Toowoomba Hospital with internal bruising and serious damage to their eardrums, but thankful to be alive. 2 people who stopped to help are in a serious condition, while 3 other emergency service workers have been discharged home.
Yeah, I've got the greatest admiration for all those on scene.
Locals are concerned by what's happened and are demanding answers.
We believe that a house 10 k's from the crash zone, the windows broke from the explosion, so if it was in town it would have done massive amounts of damage.
Obviously we will be talking to the police about if anything was done wrong.
The road will remain closed indefinitely until the area is deemed safe. The Department of Main Roads is still working on an interim detour.
It's pretty sad. It'll take a toll on a few people around town, so all we can do is hope.
The 5-metre crater in the landscape will eventually be repaired. The emotional scars may take longer to get over.
Elise Edwards joins us now from Charleville. Elise, you've had a first-hand look at the site. What's it like?
Yes, well, Matt, walking into that explosion zone, it's absolutely devastating in there. It's hard to believe that anything like this happened. It honestly looks like a bomb has hit it. The impact from that blast has actually ripped the leaves from trees, and the shrubbery around the area is just flattened. Now, that debris stretches about 2 kilometres away from where that initial explosion occurred, and there's bits of gloves and medical kits, animal bones strewn across the area. The bridge itself has been destroyed, and that truck is absolutely incinerated. Now, it's hard to believe that anyone actually walked away from there alive, and that's what they did. We've been told that after that explosion occurred, they picked themselves up and they walked back up the road and out of that explosion zone.
Well, yeah, 2 of those firefighters are still in hospital. How are they?
Yes, those 2 firefighters that are in the Toowoomba Hospital are still in a serious condition. They've both got damage to their eardrums, and they've also got severe internal bruising as well. But of course, today is Father's Day, and so the fire service has planned a surprise for these men, and they've flown their families to be with them in the Toowoomba Hospital this evening. So that was a welcome surprise there. Now, we've been told that, of course, all the rescue workers who were involved in this incident were very brave, well-respected and resilient men in this Charleville community, and testimony to that, 2 of the firefighters that were injured, that were released from the Charleville Hospital yesterday, they fronted up for work this morning, and they wanted to go help clear that site where the explosion occurred. However, to their great disappointment, they were told, no, that won't be happening. Go home and go back to bed.
Elise Edwards, thanks very much.